Let's go, Barry. Go. Start it. We're on fire. We are on fire.
Hey, what's some ice cream?
I'm a lizard boy. I'm a lot lizard again. Welcome, Hoarders. Here to be playing some more Gran Turismo 5. This episode, I believe we're doing the NASCAR races, and I think there's only 2 different years. I think 2010 and 2011 are the only years of NASCAR even in the game. Let me see. I said in the last episode I did do some of these races before, and I lost terribly bad. But I was also a lot younger when I tried these races. I remember I bought this car. Okay, wait. We have 826, 849. Obviously, I'm going to go with the more horsepower. I do like Dale Earnhardt Jr., but if they had just, like, his dad's car, I would use that all the time. Not sell. Yeah, I bought this car in 2012. So I was a lot younger when I tried this race series, because I know I didn't buy the car until I was actually going to try to do the races. But let's see our tuning. Why do I have racing hard on right now? I should go for soft. I'm sure I was dumb and put these up all the way, and I did. We can go for a 58 and 40. Do I have a ballast? I do not have a ballast. I have no idea how I set this up, so I'm going to go through and make sure everything's normal. They're all the 2010, so I should have an advantage here. And I believe this is 5 races. I didn't count. Usually the championship ones are 5 races. Yeah, every single car we're racing against is a 2010. Okay. Yeah, that is a good thing, though, that I think they did the 2010, and I think they made all the other cars 2010 just because it gives you more of a chance. Okay, I wasn't sure how the handling on this Bad Larry was going to be. Honestly, it's not bad. Fuck out of my way, boy. That looks really square from the back. Feel like I'm playing NASCAR 98, which I actually have that. Okay, this race series might be pretty easy. I'm thinking for the other races I might have to tune down my transmission, make it a little bit closer. Because if you make it closer, that will make your acceleration better, but your top speed worse. And this track's probably, this and the Daytona one are probably the only tracks that you're going to be able to just floor it the whole time. Right now, I'm not flooring it the whole time, but I am flooring it a lot of the time. Wow, it is shaky in here. I'm gonna just coast these turns for the most part. We have such a lead just from the, like, as long as we've been in first, that's a decent lead that we've got here. I mean, we have more horsepower than all of them. But I think my transmission, the reason I had it set at 236 is so I could draft at a higher speed. But under its own speed right now, it's probably slower than the other ones. But it might not be. Just as fast as this car can go, it's probably gonna stay cruising. If I was in a straight line, it probably 220. Just a regular cruise, but there's turns and our acceleration's not great. So we're probably not going to hit the 220 at all on here. This should be an actual pretty quick race. It's only 5 laps. We're on our 4th one now. Just starting our 4th. While I'm thinking about it, if you guys want to check out, me and my friend Superman started a podcast. Brandon's on there every time he can make it, but it's mostly just been me and Superman. Basically, it originally was the Podcast of Randomness, but we noticed a lot of other people had that name. We should have looked into the name before we started the podcast. But we ended up changing it to Me and the Boys Podcast. So if you guys want to check that out, I'm actually uploading a video right now. We talked about the toilet paper issue that's going on and the coronavirus, which go hand in hand. All that stupid stuff. And as our old title was, it is pretty random. A lot of the podcast, we just go in with one main topic, and then we can just talk about a bunch of random things. Pretty much guaranteed every episode we talk about cars, and like if there's a new car, we'll talk about that for a little bit. Like past couple podcasts, we talked about the C8 Corvette. Which actually they just added to Gran Turismo Sport, and I'm gonna have to do a bunch of races today to get enough money or enough mileage points to buy that. But I highly recommend, like I said, it's Me and the Boys Podcast, should be the top one on there. But now let's go on to race 2. Since we're hitting about 170 on those straight stretches, I'm going to tune this down a bit. I'm going to go for a 193. I think that's going to be good for us. Just the fact that you can change your tuning in between races is extremely helpful, especially on tracks like this, because I know this track with these cars, you're not going to be able to go really, really fast. I should have also checked my differential. That would have been a great idea. And I'm going to do this view because there's a lot more turning. Oh yeah, we got that good acceleration. 5 laps again, not bad. Oh. Calm down, people, calm down. Oh. Okay, even with the soft tires, we got too much power. I should have set my torque down a bit. Burning rubber, boys. Yeah, I must have been really bad at driving to come in 12th place on this. I actually think I remember that race. I think I wrecked on the last lap and then ended up coming in last. I need to be catching up to this guy. I mean, we have a long way to go until it becomes a problem that we need to really catch up to him. Oh, don't hit that. Now, I've been getting a lot of feedback on these videos recently. And that subscriber spike that I got a little while ago still going up a bit. I'm really excited about that because recently I just posted my 1000th video. Actually, as of today, it's 1019. This will be the 1020th video that I've recorded. As of now. Why are all the meters on their sides? I just noticed that. They're all cattywampus. This guy's gonna be a pain to catch up to, I think. I got that acceleration though. The acceleration and the the stupidness of being like, I'll just floor it. I don't like how far I'm trying to catch up to him, and I don't like that he's able to, I don't want to say get away, but he's keeping a distance. Okay, we're catching up now. I tried the B spec of this race, and I was doing terrible on that. But for those of you who know, the B spec races, you are like the pit leader. You don't actually drive at all. You just tell the driver what to do. And the AI driver for this is terrible. I've lost so many races just because the AI driver isn't turning. It's like, come on now. Like, you have to use way overpowered vehicles to win those races. You can't use the same ones for these races. I tried the NASCAR ones, and I don't think I won any of them. Glad tire wears off. He's driving like a maniac. I guess so am I. Okay, finally passed him, so now we can kind of just cruise this. I really must not have been a good driver on here to finish 12th place in this. Because I feel like I gave up on this for some reason, but I don't know why. I would assume I was losing, but this isn't that difficult. I like that the shifting on this is good, though. Like, you don't have the issue where you go from first to second and your wheels spin out. It's pretty much just all of first gear you're spinning. The second gear stops it for you pretty good. Gotta slow down for this top of here. Now, I know NASCAR is not supposed to be on these type of tracks, but hey, here we are. And it's honestly doing pretty decent. Really burning rubber there. I'm thinking when I was younger, I was probably just flooring it around these turns and probably drifting all the time. I would imagine. Because I wasn't the brightest kid back then. Still not. But like I brought up earlier about getting good feedback on these videos, there were people watching the Like the Wind one that I did, and they were like, it's so nice to see that there's still people playing this game and doing videos of it. I honestly, this is one of my favorite Gran Turismo games. I like Sport a lot, but this one's got to be all-time favorite. The only downside to this one is I would have to say that there's a lot of cars without interiors on it. But there are so many cars in this game. Like back when this game was online before they shut the online down, there was so much to do. It was basically like Gran Turismo Sport is today. And it's awesome that they have an online like that. Kind of want to do a car show on here again. I did a stream of it a long time ago, but I don't think anyone watched it. I did a stream of this game a couple times, and there was a lot of people coming in and out for this game. Because I have more traffic on here. Like, there was one time that I tried doing Fortnite, and I was like, nah, I don't like the game. I'm not gonna keep playing it to try to get people to watch. But no one would watch it because there's so many people that play Fortnite. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep playing games that I want to play. Because if they're fun for me, then people would probably be more likely to enjoy me watching me play them. I'm actually surprised I didn't fuck up yet. And we're last straight. Here we go, boys. There we go. I finally won this race. First try since like 2012. Okay, on to race number 3. For this one, I changed the transmission a little bit. I tuned it so we can go a little bit faster now, up to 211 miles an hour. So, because I knew this track on the this first turn up here, you can go reasonably quick around it. So far, it seems like I made the right choice. It's got that same like Daytona Bank turn on it. Ooh. Okay, this is another 5-lapper. Oh. Just about sliding here. We'll be able to get these guys on the long turns. Okay, that was already 1 lap. Got a draft off him. Okay. We got around them. That's good. Now it's just our own free will of how we want to drive for the last 4 laps. Honestly, I think this is one of the ones I never even tried. This probably would have been a good one to try. I know the Daytona one I did terrible on. I don't know why. Because, like I said, this is seemingly way easier than I remember it being. Because I had that, like, feeling, that gut feeling before doing this episode. I was like, this is going to take 40 retries, and I'm going to have a lot of issues with it. Honestly, I think I could beat this if I was using the 2010 one instead. I picked the 2011 because I was honestly worried, because usually the AIs with races like this are much more difficult to beat. Like the Historic Racing Cup is still the most difficult race series in this game that I've ever done. You have to have that 69 Camaro race car, or you're not beating it. Either that or something better, and I just hit my pop filter, so that probably sounded really weird for a couple seconds. There's a weird wobble there. I like trying to do some third person for this, because I know some of you guys would rather watch that. But it makes it more difficult for me to drive for some reason. I can't, like, hit the racing lines like I want to. And also, recently I started working on a another, like, truck vlog type thing. I gotta work on it yet. Right now it's rendering. My truck currently is not running because of a starter issue. We tested it, and the solenoid it worked, but now it doesn't. Like, when we tested it, it worked, but then when I put it back on the truck, it didn't work. So I'm getting a new one, but I have to still ship back the new one that I ordered that didn't fit. Oh, that was the last lap. I honestly didn't realize that was the last lap already. Okay, on to race 4. I think it's 4. This one we're actually on a raceway I like a lot. Laguna Seca. I kept the tuning exactly the same as the last one, but on this one you're not going to be able to go as fast. Also, this one's a lot harder to pass other cars. There's not as many opportunities. That damn Affleck car. It's always these two that are first and second. Get your damn ass Ford out of the way. I want to just dip around him. Affleck car is going to give me all the trouble trying to catch up to first. I'm just happy this is a race track I know. Because then after this one, it's just Daytona, and Daytona's got to be a piece of cake. Whoever thought NASCAR on Laguna Seca would be a good idea? Come on, come on, draft him, draft, 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 draft. We need to draft and then pull around him. That's all I have to do. Or rear end him. Either or works. Okay. We're ahead of him. Good. 4 more laps of being in first place. Should be easy. All I have to do is make sure I brake at the last turn and the what do they call that? The screwdriver, I think is what they call that one turn. No, screwdriver doesn't sound right. This turn right, the next one coming up. This weird dip. This one I usually mess up. I'm always going too fast for it. And I burned out the tires a little bit too much there. Oh, should have started braking way earlier there. Way. Okay. We're good. We're still good. Oh, we do have better acceleration than him. Just slightly. Yeah, usually I don't mess up at the bottom of the hill there. But I was just trying to go real fast for some reason. Trying not to spin out there too much, but it's kind of hard to not. Okay, that one we did better. If I'm not talking, that's because I'm focusing. Honestly, I remember that the NASCARs were a lot more difficult to handle. I must not have realized when I was younger that you have to not do that. That you have to be more gentle with the throttle around the turns. Okay, we're going to be going on to our last lap here. Back wheel slipped a little there. Last turn. All I have to do is make the turn and then put the throttle on like a normal person instead of a maniac. And instead I did it like a maniac. We're 4 for 4 right now. Only one more race to do, I think. And it's Daytona. Okay, I readjusted the transmission again. That would be the only issue we're gonna have with this race, is if the transmission's set wrong. But I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I just need to keep drafting off of them, like at all times. Okay, we're getting in the top end. Whoa! Settle down there, buddy. People behind me fucking ready to go. I might be able to just zip right past, I hope. Whoa, whoa! Calm the fuck down, people. They're really liking to bump into each other. Just like I did there. God damn it. Am I in last? Yes, I am. Fuck. And I lost the draft. I think that just ruined me for this entire race. I just realized I backed out of that race and it was an entire championship. I still won overall anyhow, because we came in first in 4 of the 5 races. I think I have a chance, though. As long as I can work in with them and stay with them, I should be good. The thing I changed was, apparently my suspension was way too low, so every time I'd go around these turns, I would just be bottoming out, and it would be slowing me down drastically. I'd be going like 170 around every turn. I just need to slowly catch up to them and then pass them on the last lap, and I think I'll be good. Because the problem is they can pass me pretty easily, just as I can pass them. I'm not going to try to draft off into the other Dale Earnhardt Jr. I think I'm right where I want to be for the last lap. Don't want to pass them yet. Okay, now I want to pass them. Okay. I want to keep up the speed if I can. Come on. No. No! Second, are you shitting me? Okay, just passed him on the last turn. All I gotta do is block. All I gotta do is block. No. No. Yes. Finally. Dude. You guys have no idea how many times it took to get this done. I started looking at forums and stuff. Straight up, I'll show you guys my setup that I have in case any of you guys want to try it. I don't know if it's the right setup. A lot of people were saying to have your traction control, ABS, and skid recover, or not skid recovery, your active stability management off, which they all automatically come off. I already had mine off anyway, I'm pretty sure. But I'll just show you all of my settings. I did hard tires. The reason I did hard tires is because you can get a little bit more speed around the turns. The biggest thing is your suspension and transmission. I lowered mine a bit. I'm just going to flash the screen quick. That way, if you guys want to pause it, you guys can pause it and look at all of my settings. The transmission one, I just have it set at 236. I didn't change anything else. It allows you, it says top speed is 240. Those were my settings. I looked up on a bunch of forums, and that's the best I came up with. Most of the advice I saw on the forums were block your ass off. You have to block them. And always keep the throttle mashed the whole time. I got wrecked on that final win. I got wrecked around like lap 4 or 5. I made my way back, which was very helpful. I think I got a shipment of a new car because of that. Because I got all gold on there, and I got the other gold thing. The Tempest Le Mans GTO. I think that one I've been trying to get for a while, but I could never find it. I'm not sure if that's the car or not. I think I might already have one, though. And I think it might be the same color. That was legit a difficult race series there. Even though I had the better 2011 instead of the 2010, it was a pain in the ass. But they kept saying about make your camber at least 3. And I was like, okay. Do you want to use this car now? No, I don't want to use it right now. I want to keep it. Let's see what we're going to be doing next week. And then I want to check out what used cars we have here. The European Championship. I didn't even touch this one before. I assume it's just European cars. So we got some BMWs, TVRs. What? Why is the Focus on there? That's not European. Unless the ST version has something to do with European. Or with Europe. I do not know. Okay, this should be an easy one. Looking at it, none of them have massive amounts of horsepower. So I think we're going to be good there. Let's go look at our used cars. Okay. Don't see anything that's catching my eyes yet. I like the Nissan Silvia. I do not know why. Not that year. That's ugly. I like the more square ones. Is this the version of it? Or is that's exactly the same as the other one? Same year and everything, just different mileage and stuff. Ford GT. So 2005. RX-7. Type RZ. What's the Type RZ? I assume it's just a body kit or something. Looks exactly the same as any other RX-7 in my opinion. Can't even close to afford that. The Berlinette. I think we looked at one of these a couple episodes ago. Subaru Legacy, Honda S2000. Nissan Bluebird. I actually like these type of cars. I'm going to buy that just because it's here. I like that body build of cars. It kind of looks like the old, what is it, the Ford... Shit. I can't remember what it's called. The Ford Escort. It has like that Ford Escort look. And I really like that. I do not want to use it right now. But that is going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, check out one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my social medias in the description down below.